Lord Strongheart has strictly forbidden it.
Sir, okay, not strictly a Baroque, but Strongheart, what is going on here? Why are we being so weird and mysterious with this guy?
Don't worry about it.
What is
Yes, Van Zeeks, I need you to take this man. He's not allowed to talk to anyone except to you and me.
And wear a
also,
mask.
he needs to wear this mask. But, my lord, why? Because I said so.
I'm talking about the cold-hearted, merciless prosecutor, Baroque Van Zeeks. What was
you
he
just
like?
had a pleasant conversation with him. Why you dragging him like this?
What was he like?
No wonder he hates Nipponese.
This raises a lot of questions.
You raise a lot of questions.
Oh yeah, you want to see my armband?
He's supposed to. He's a lawyer.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the third case of the Great Ace Attorney number 2. We have run into Gina, who is now Inspector Lestrade. And apparently we can't investigate the crime scene or something like that. But let's just let's continue talking.
Inspector Lestrade.
Taisa crystal. It's just there. It looks like the logo of the beer too. That's what's bothering me the most about it.
Oh, it ain't out of this world. It was out of. Listen, I'm still struggling with how she talks. Okay.
We understand.
The brainy bloke pulled a bunch of levers on his machine and suddenly started billowing smoke. Weird stuff, Yug. Then it just went pop. I ain't seen a better experiment here yet.
Wait,
Sorry?
I haven't seen a better experiment here. That went wrong, Gina.
You mean you saw it, Jenny? With your own eyes?
Yeah, of course. The boss is in charge here, ain't he? He'll keeping everything running smooth, I mean.
The boss being Inspector Gregson, I suppose. That's gonna take some getting used to.
All I have to say is that I'm on duty. I can do whatever I want to. You know, assuming it ain't illegal and all that. But we don't talk about that. Look at this. I was up in one of them flying balloons when it happened. Watching it from above.
No! You're so lucky, Jeannie! Maybe I should join Scotland Yard too!
That's not how you get on the balloon, Iris!
Yeah, do it! You know how to put the boss in this place already, right, Iris? You had no trouble at all.
I mean,
She might have a different boss then.
Then it's settled! When do I start?
no, you can't join Scotland Yard, Iris.
Well, see? Anyway, what I don't understand is this. If the machine exploded so spectacularly, how can Professor Bunnybrain still be claiming that his experiment was a success?
Oh, right. Well, it was a success, in a way.
It was? How can it have been?
Teleported him to the afterlife?
Teleported him to a jail cell.
Ooh. Surely, after the whole machine blew up, no one could call the experiment a success.
It's like I said, it did sort of work. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of smoke and that whooping great bang and all that. But where do you think they found the victim's body, eh? In the Crystal Tower over there.
Graha, is that you? No. What?
What?
In the tower?
Who's... Bra?
Graha. Don't worry about it, it's the FF14 thing.
Oh.
Because I knew this would happen. You can see for yourself, can't you? Up there about the scaffold.
Oh, where all the glass is broken, you mean?
Yeah, well, Good eyes, Iris. Yeah, the cage with the victim got in to start with. Really think I beamed through the air or whatever and landed all the way over there. So you see, it did kind of work, didn't it?
Well, that's not
I don't believe it.
That's not teleportation. That's a launching mechanism.
You know, it's kind of the same thing, right?
I mean, I guess.
I mean, I don't get the ins and out, but anything's possible, right? With science? So I'll tell you what. You can add this. It's a plan of the experiment they drew up at the yard.
Are you sure?
I ain't using it. Yeah, go on. I had 3 bob off you before, so fair's fair.
Yeah, I didn't actually give that to you. Did I?
It's mine now.
Alright, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Was it me? Was it me
Yes,
voicing
it was
Shadow the
you.
Hedgehog?
Yes, you.
Experiment sketch. A diagram showing the relative positions of the Crystal Tower and Professor Robotnik's machine that exploded.
That and the Professor Robotnik? What are you talking about?
Maria.
I guess I do look like I could be related to Maria, though.
Something Inspector Gregson said before seemed a little strange.
For what it's worth, anyway. Investigating is off the cards for either of us.
Yes, naughty old Grexy ran off after that without explaining himself.
All right. There. The boss said no one's allowed to investigate that weird machine what blew up yesterday.
Well, that's not fair. We're representing the defendant.
In that case, could you at least tell us what you've learned from your investigations?
You're not getting it. We ain't allowed to investigate either.
Why?
What the boss call him again? The forensic investigation team, I think. Anyway, apart from them lot, no one's allowed to lay a finger on the scene. A bit funny, ain't it?
So even Scotland Yard's own detectives can investigate. Yes, I've never heard something like that before.
Thought I could have again down the quiet though, but the boss caught me at it. You probably heard him giving me an earful about it before from down here, didn't you? He's not bleeding fair.
I think you were giving him as much of an earful back as I remembered.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. You shut up. You shut up, Otto. Yeah, well, sometimes I think it's all them chips what make him so stubborn. I mean, if I had infinite chips, I'd be stubborn too. You say something then, Otto. Go on, see if you can get through to him.
He's up on the platform above us, is he? Where the machine that exploded is.
We can try, can't we, Runa? Grexy will listen to us.
Correction, Grexy might listen to you, Iris.
Grexy might listen to us like, doubt.
Ah, whoa, no, we're not looking up. There's a thing on the ground. Let me see what's this.
Apparently you're gonna look up.
Oh yeah, apparently I'm gonna look up. Alright, game. Sure, well, I guess, whatever.
Oh, it looks as though somebody dropped something behind the tree just there.
Dropped or hid? I don't know. If it's hiding, it's doing a very poor job at hiding. What is this? Some part of a machine that exploded?
Maybe it could have fallen from the platform above in a blast, perhaps.
Here's a spaceship.
What's going on here?
Oh, nothing. I think I'll hang on to this, just in case.
Not allowed to investigate. Can we tell Gina? No.
Mysterious contraption. A very curious device found behind a tree under the experimentation stage at the exhibition grounds. Almost as if it had been hidden there deliberately.
What do you think, Shadow? Do you think it's an alien device? Do you think it's from the Black Arms?
Yes.
That's what I want to examine.
Oh, look! What's this? A ripped piece of cloth?
Huh. Not like any fabric I've ever seen before. It's very thick and stiff. It looks extremely durable.
It's canvas, I think. Some sort of rubber backing. And the edges appear to be a bit charred as well.
Maybe that means it's something to do with the explosion.
Let's make a note of it while Ginny's mid-yawn.
You're really putting me to work today, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what you signed up for, Mr. Hedgehog.
Fine. Piece of green cloth. A torn piece of canvas-like material backed with rubber that was found under the experimentation stage at the exhibition grounds. There are scorch marks at the edges.
I'm glad we cleared that up, because when I first saw that thing that you're trying to click at, I was just like, why is Miss Green here?
Oh no!
Yes, why is Miss Green here?
I don't think she is. That was the point of figuring out what that thing was. So I was like, that looks like the back of her coat.
For some
I can't
reason,
believe Miss Green is dead.
For some reason, the ground is damaged in this spot. Look. Almost as if there was a fire here or something.
Yes, if you look closely, there's some scattered ash and burnt embers too.
Well, I suppose there was a big explosion just above here. People probably wouldn't bat an eyelid at a small fire like this. People probably wouldn't bat an eyelid at a small fire like this. Would have been? Wait, what? Like this would have been? Oh,
People
like
probably
this would have
wouldn't
been.
bat. Yeah.
I'm just like, what? I can't read English.
It's English. It's weird, but it's English.
Yeah. It's the tone. I was like, what are we going at with this sentence? Oh, okay.
I'm not sure we English are quite that laid back, Bruno.
I don't know. Did you hear the sentence that Runa just made?
The Crystal Tower. It's certainly an apt name. It was built to be the focal point of the exhibition. And it definitely is, being so tall and with all that glass. I can't imagine a building like this ever being erected in Japan.
Ha ha ha, funny joke because Tokyo Tower.
There are lots of exhibits inside the tower as well, apparently. Of course, there's an observation deck, but there's also an art gallery, a zoo, and a museum.
Holy crap.
But you have to queue for 3 hours just to get through the doors.
Well, at the moment, the shattered glass from the failed experiment may well be the biggest draw.
And thanks to that accident, the whole tower is shut.
Suddenly, it's not the Crystal Tower anymore, but the Crystal Glass Shower. Ryunosuke!
Ryunosuke. Honey. You're not as funny as you think you are.
I thought it was funny.
His attempt to be funny is just... It's very
Depressing?
endearing. No, it's endearing.
It's his attempt to be funny is what makes it funny.
Yes.
Apparently, everyone's taking to the skies now to look down on the disaster area from above instead. But there's a 3-hour queue to go up in the balloon now.
Londoners must be very patient people. Also, everything comes in 3 hours, apparently.
Comedy comes in threes. So actually, that Tokyo Tower foreshadowing reminds me. My friend and I were watching through Sailor Moon for a bit. We're on pause right now, but in Sailor Moon, anytime that there is a big establishing shot, Tokyo Tower's always in the background. They could be like far away from where Tokyo Tower is, but still somewhere in the background. It's just like, wait, how far away are they from the tower? Is the tower just
Don't worry
omnipresent?
about it.
Just Toei. Yeah, this is a good establishing shot. They're in a hot spring that's off of Nagoya. Why is Tokyo Tower in the background?
You gotta remember that they're in Tokyo.
But they weren't in Tokyo. That was the point.
You gotta remember that they're in Tokyo, KB.
It's just that iconic. Ironically, I didn't go to the Tokyo Tower. I was in the Sky Tree, or what the Sky Tower, or whatever that one is. The other one, the other tower that's in Tokyo when I was there.
I have a fear of heights, so I wouldn't go on either of them.
It was a nice view. Also, it was nighttime, so. But also, they had one section in the Sky Tower or tree, I think it's called. I don't know which one it's called. Is it Sky Tree? I guess it's Sky Tree.
I don't know.
I legitimately do not know.
There's a section there where, like, they have the floor is glass, and I'm like, oh, that's freaking terrifying.
Nope.
Why would you do that?
Nope. Like this tower.
Nope.
I will say I was braver than my friend because I did walk across it. It was like one of those little dare challenges we did. Anyway, continue.
You continue.
That's what the Cove ended up
right.
after his instant kinesis, or whatever they call it. Yeah, of course.
And yet they're
Be
calling.
weird if he was alive.
And yet they're calling the experiment a success.
I mean, it did what it was supposed to do.
Kind of.
What's the wooden scaffold there for?
The coppers, our lads, set that up after the incident happened. They get the body down, I think. Don't know, really.
Didn't you help to erect the scaffold then?
Nah, lookout duty's more my thing. Wandering around the exhibition and keeping a lookout for the fun stuff. Like your pockets.
Mine Gregson
Sorry, what
doesn't.
said that?
Mine Gregson doesn't hear you saying that, or he'll give you the boot. It's incredible, though, isn't it? I mean, could the victim really have bridged that gap by some sort of invisible kinesis? Really good question, indeed.
Can we check the British
I mean, he
flag?
bridged it. Whether he was alive to bridge it was another matter entirely.
I cannot
Dang.
examine the British flag, but I
Oh,
can
can you
examine
examine the balloon?
I've been meaning to ask you for a while now, but what are those funny round blobs floating in the sky?
Oh, they're the flying balloons I've been talking about. I want to go up in one
wait.
so much.
Do you not know what a balloon?
I've read about this situation, I've read about situations like this in a magazine about strange phenomena.
What?
Creatures from outer space coming in round flying objects to attack Earth.
What?
What?
I suppose inhabitants of other planets are bound to be interested in the great exhibition. This is it, Iris. It's happening.
Oh my god, he's stupid.
It's not. Don't worry. I'll explain it all to you later over a cup of tea, Runo.
He's an idiot. I see. I understand.
Wait, can you check the other balloon? It's a different thing?
No.
Oh, never mind. Okay, sorry. I thought I didn't see the check mark.
I understand completely. He's a moron.
This
Oh, you know,
platform-
aliens.
This platform must have been set up for the experiment, I suppose. It's very high up.
About 30 feet above the ground, apparently. That's what a policeman I just spoke to said.
I don't really understand feet very well. We don't use them in Japan. Ah!
I don't understand you very well, Reno's okay?
I understand it completely.
Oh, yes, sorry. It's about 9 meters.
I think it's kind of funny. I guess it didn't cross. I thought this whole time that, I thought the UK has been in meters for, ever. I didn't realize at one point they were in feet and inches.
Where do you think the US got it from?
Okay. It should have been obvious considering, the feet and inches came from, they were measuring, royalty. I don't know. It was I don't know the history of the inch and feet. I guess they were measuring a royal, a king's or somebody's feet and inches and stuff, and that's how the system started. I don't know.
But soon you'll have been in London a year, Runo. It's time you got used to our measurements.
Yeah, how about no? Because in a couple more centuries, it's not gonna be that. So.
Joke's on you. You're on the wrong side of history, Iris.
Yeah. Well. This thing is so tall. The spectators at the front would just have seen a wall and nothing else.
They probably thought they'd secure the best spot to watch from, only to be disappointed.
There's a saying in Japan. The darkest spot is right under the lighthouse.
What?
I feel like it probably applies here. Yeah, sure.
Does it?
Yeah, sure. Because they can't see shit because they're too close. I don't know. These stairs obviously lead to the stage above. We should go up there and investigate the exact spot where the experiment was being conducted. Ah, yes, let's continue. Woo!
Okay, I looked it up.
Exhibition grounds, experimentation stage. Oh my god.
So
Words.
the UK, as of the last 100 years, has been trying to implement the metric system, but they still use imperial for some things as well. So they're like Canada, where it's half and half, and it really depends on the person. So it's kind of extremely confusing.
Oh god, okay. So that's it, is it? The machine that blew up.
Oh, it must have been a magnificent explosion, and I've seen my fair share.
That's not something to be
What?
proud of.
You've seen things like this before, you mean?
Of course, Hurley's always doing experiments that end in a bang. In fact, in his own words, explosions are the very essence of chemistry.
I'm calling the Child Protective Services.
That might explain the smell of burning that frequently comes wafting up the stairs.
One time he made something that exploded with such force, it took the roof off the building. I wish you'd been there to see it, Bruno.
It's hard to get too excited about that, given that I now live in the roof.
Well, anyway, that's enough about that. It's time to investigate.
That's enough about the potential death. Time to investigate.
Oh, look, Inspector Gregson's over there. He seems to be deep in thought about something, whilst eyeing up the machine carefully.
Really? He just looks confused to me.
It can be two things.
Why is the Kremlin here?
I don't know. There are all sorts of strange buildings here in the Great Exhibition Grounds, aren't there? I seem to remember something similar being exhibited in Japan one time.
Oh, in your country, Bruno? I do wish I could go and see it. I pictured a particularly steely samurai with the present of one of Hurley's stories I'd written especially.
Oh my god.
You know, I'm glad we played Ace Attorney Trilogy, because now that reference makes sense. That is... oh my god, the jamming ninja.
And see if I couldn't get Hurley into a jam against some Baritsu mastered ninjas.
Ryunosuke over here like, what are you talking about?
None of these references go over Ryunosuke's head, like, what?
I came from the Lane Ace Attorney crossover, and I got the Lane time machine, so I'm here now. And don't bring in the Jamma Ninja. That's a bad idea.
You might not find as many of those sorts of people around as you think.
Oh, well, that's dull.
Oh, but I do know a prosecutor with a Tromagi top knot. I could introduce you to. Why would you introduce her to?
Why would you do that to her? I thought you were friends.
Why would
I thought he also cut it off. Oh, he doesn't know that yet.
A Chomeiji, really? Do you think I could have my picture taken with him? Do you?
Oh my god.
I'm afraid the ouchie growth is dead.
Assuming he's recovered from the trim Kazuma gave him a year ago, yeah.
No, so he doesn't even know about the ouchie growth. He just knows about what Kazuma did. He wasn't there for when
Yeah.
Ryotaro or whoever Susato was.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is that gigantic thing over there? It looks like an enormous water wheel.
Oh, that's a Ferris wheel. There'll be people riding inside those little cabins, you see.
Why?
That's a good question. I want to know that
Why?
The most profound question to ever come out of Naruto's voice, and it's just one word.
Well,
Just the way he said it. Why?
Why?
Explain why.
Well, they rotate nice and slowly, so it's a wonderful way to see the surrounding scenery.
And sometimes
Wait,
they
wait.
get stuck.
Wait,
What?
wait, it's turning, but it looks completely still.
Wait, no? What?
He's blind.
Yes, that's because it's turning so slowly. One complete revolution takes about half an hour.
Oh well, that's pretty slow actually.
That is pretty slow.
That is actually really slow for a Ferris wheel. Wow.
But-
that's
but-
really slow.
But now I just want to. Now I need to get to this case in the game and just watch the Ferris wheel and see how long it takes for one to get around and see if it's actually 30 minutes, because the speed it's going at right now does not look like it's 30 minutes. That looks like 10 at the most.
Well, it's still gotta give you the illusion that it's moving. Yeah.
I get. See, when he said it looked still, I thought that was going to be a joke because in the 3DS version it didn't move.
Pretty sure the 3DS version it was moving,
Okay.
but small screen, so who knows? Pretty sure they were moving though. If you were mad enough to go in one, it would be more fun to whiz around fast. don't
No!
you think?
No.
You're describing a roller coaster, my guy.
I feel as though you might have just invented a new sort of ride there, Runo.
See, Ferris wheels, you don't want to go on them because if you have fear of heights, they're bad, and then they can get stuck sometimes, or they can break down, or in one extreme case, they can somehow know you're there and then get off the X and start chasing you.
What?
It happened one time.
That's definitely a Leighton reference right there. It's a Leighton meme. I remember this because the Ferris wheel meme from Leighton is kind of notorious because they put Guile's theme over it, but like Guile's theme is like is played by an accordion because it's Leighton. It's really funny.
It happened to me once, Nuke. It can happen to anyone.
Although well, you know what? I won't break the magic unless you want to figure out how the Ferris wheel actually started rolling on its own. So, it ripped itself apart magnificently, didn't it?
Magnificently and mercilessly.
So someone stands in the middle of the machine to be disassembled and then beamed through the air.
Yes, beamed, not blasted. That's the point.
Yeah, that part's crucial, really. Is something like that even possible, though, Iris?
Oh, Runo, I'm just a child. How should I know?
Don't you act innocent in this?
I know, right? A child when it suits you, you mean?
From what I can tell, I think if you were to pull this lever...
Stop! Don't touch that.
I'm sorry, did you just tell Iris to not do something?
And looking out for her ladyship's safety, of course.
That was practically instantaneous kinesis the way you flew over just now, Grexy.
Please, your ladyship. I didn't mean to startle you, but I can't let you touch anything up here.
So sorry. You can have some of my latest blend to make up for it.
Ah, wonderful. This stuff really is wonderful.
It's just like old times, this is. We're representing Professor Hairbrain in court tomorrow, Inspector. So, we should be allowed to examine the scene.
Ha! It isn't sunshine. I'm not even going to allow you to touch anything up here. It's that blasted special dispensation of the Scientific Equipment Act to blame. Driving me potty.
Oh yeah,
Driving me potty? Yeah, that
Driving
makes
you
me want
potty.
to go potty. That's how bad it's driving me.
Boy, this case has a lot of long names of things here. I wonder if that's the joke because science.
Yes.
I wonder if that's really intentional now. Oh yeah, that's special dispensation. The professor mentioned that too. Dispen? I don't know.
Dispensation, dispensation, doesn't matter. We can just get an acronym or something we like, but I guess we're too hoity-toity for that. More tate's all we need. I don't know what the government thinks it's playing at sometimes.
to just look, aren't we?
Eh?
Surely that's alright, isn't it, Grexy? Hmm?
Course, your ladyship. Course, your ladyship. Anything you say, your ladyship. But please, don't get your dainty hands dirty, will you?
Don't worry. We wouldn't dream of touching anything. Would we, Runo?
I don't believe her.
She really knows how to get what she wants. Hey, what's up, Gregson? Oh, I gotta
Sky,
present
for
arm-
one.
I gotta present the armband. Using high voltage electricity to somehow disassemble a man's body, and then beam him across to the crystal tower. It's an extraordinary thing to attempt, especially in public.
True, it was by far the most unusual of the experience planned for the expedition, mind.
To be honest, I'm a bit surprised it was allowed. Carrying out something so dangerous with so many spectators present, I mean.
The government's doing everything it can to promote new science technology at the moment. I'm more worried about being ahead of the game than the odd spot of public safety infringements. If they can be the first to develop some new technology, it makes Britain more powerful in the future, you see.
Yeah, I suppose that's true, in a way.
So the powers that be are placing a heavy emphasis on scientists' rights at the moment.
What sort of rights?
What do you mean? What sort of?
Wait,
Any, I assume.
Wait. Our elaborate here, how about? They're making it so that any theories the brains have remain the legal property, as it were. The right to develop into a practical idea even going into production. Which is infuriating reason us coppers aren't allowed to touch this crime scene. Because our new heights of highfalutin special dispensation of scientific equipment act forbids it. Got some of my chips stuck in my teeth there.
Oh, I see now.
The only people with permission to investigate here are for some brand new department at the yard. The Forensic Investigation Team, it's called. We've been relegated to keeping guard.
The Forensic Investigation Team.
The FIT. Any old fool who can see this heap of scrap metal was just a sound to begin with. But just because it says scientific equipment on the periodic, we can't do a flaming thing with it.
Poor Gregsy. He was very...
What?
Head up.
Head up?
Is that a real thing? All right, come here, Google.
Yeah, alright. Huh.
He's very head up.
Oh, that's
isn't
a real
he?
thing. Angry and agitated.
Alright then.
All right.
This game really making us be learning some more vocabularies. It's great.
It's like,
Today's
hang on, I'm
word-
getting Google.
Today's word of the day, this video's word is brought to you by Het.
Oh, I don't like
Heat
that.
Alright, well, that being said, though, we are out of time. So we'll continue talking to Gregson in the next video. We'll see you all then.
Go for some basic creation right now.